was still alive, he would have you know. And some of the voices I'm like, knowing him, I'm like, hey, Joanna, challenge. Has never said anything like tiki, adulting. Number one, to him, minus one. I'm like, bro, we different. We different. Okay, man, number one, I'm sorry, sitting my camera.
Hey yo, what's up beautiful people? It is your boy the Godfather and today I'm here with
King Sasa aka Mufasa, you know the vibes.
and welcome back to another episode of Unscripted. We know we haven't posted in like a week or 2 weeks, but today we have a very special guest. He's gonna explain himself. We're just gonna introduce him, and it's Siabulele Mazibugo. How's it, boy?
How good, bro?
King Sasa. So can you just introduce yourself and tell the people about yourself, where you come from, your background and stuff?
Well, good morning, good afternoon. My name is Siabulele Mazibugo. You know, I grew up in Mlazi, but I currently reside in Queensburg. And yeah, that's who I am.
Without the hood,
Yeah, my family, but yeah. I don't
all
want
you
to take
have to say
ownership
about
of that.
That's all you have to say about yourself, just in Mlazi, Queensburg and stuff.
Well, I'm still writing my story, you know.
Oh,
so
okay.
there's still
like
a
your
lot.
IG, how we can follow you,
It's
track your
still-
journey, because you say going there must.
Alright, on Instagram, I'm the real Siabulele Mazibugo, you know. Yeah, I'm only on Instagram.
And since today we have like a rugby guy, today it's going to be more rugby related, but not fully focused on rugby related. So can you just give us a background on how you started rugby, what made you fall in love with the sport?
Yeah, I remember. First of all, I used to think rugby was kind of gay, I won't lie. 2018, when I started high school, you know, I used to watch these big guys busy running after each other, grabbing on each other. I was like, I'll never do that, you know. Until actually a friend of mine, Juice, you know, actually he's like, hey, tag along, you know. Went to one training, you know, I didn't know anything I was doing. I kept on running, but the only advantage I had was my endurance, you know, and my courage, which one of the coaches like, and there was one coach who never liked, you know. So okay, we practiced. I went to the second practice, and then that following weekend we had a game, and they had to choose a side, you know. And then when the other coach suggested me, actually the under 15A coach was like, nah, I don't want it, you know. So yeah, you know, that's how I started rugby. It started off as I didn't think I was gonna love it as much as I do because of that one coach, but fast forward, he actually likes me now. He saw that there was thingy, you know, a lot of talent in there, you know. So yeah.
And what position did you start off when you started rugby?
First game, played inside center. You know, played inside center. It was nice. You know, I played it for like I think 2 or 3 games. And then after that, I moved to flank.
Yeah.
You know, I spent a lot of time at flank. You know, flank was nice. You know, I didn't have the size per se, but I had the consistency, the fitness, and also the physicality. And then I moved from flank to 8-man, which is the same thing. And right now I'm playing scrum off, which this year is my second year playing scrum off.
Like, which position would you like prefer going back to and like making it like your signature position, since you've moved around those positions a lot?
So if I had to like
Choose one
professionally
position.
choose
Yeah.
a position,
Yeah.
I'm less flank. But I think I fell in love with scrum off. You know, I think I have what it takes to be a good scrum off. You know, even though I really love a flank, because as much as people love to complicate what a flank needs to do, I feel like a flank is one of the easiest. You know,
Yeah,
it just needs you to be fit and be brave.
Yeah.
You know, scrum off is very complex. You know, but I'm loving the complexity over there. You know, it's very exciting. You know,
It challenges your IQ.
exactly
in-game
things
IQ,
like that.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so yeah.
And can you just kindly tell the people what club you play for at the moment?
Oh yes, sir. I play for. swear. I play for Durban Collegians. I play for fucking Durban Collegians. Yeah.
College, you fucking
Fucking beauty. Yes. Yeah.
And then on that note, we're gonna have a lot of games. This is the first game. It's called blind ranking, and I specifically chose scrum off since that's your position. So I'm just gonna. There's gonna be 1 to 5, and you're just gonna say what number you put them in.
Alright.
Just be careful where you put people as well.
I'll try and give my 2 cents, but you ranking.
Okay, so the first one is Alex Mitchell. It's the England scrum off.
Yeah, no. 5.
Yeah,
Five.
we don't have it.
I don't like England 5.
Next
Nah,
one
the
on
beef
list
is crazy.
Grant Williams.
Oh fuck. Shit.
He's a diverse nine.
It's a diverse. It's
Yeah.
basically one of the players that I look up to at the
Yeah.
position of 9. I don't lie. I'm really tempted to put him at 1 or 2, but I'll say 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
The
He's
next
taking
one
those
is the Irish Gibson Park.
Oh fuck. Nah. 2. That guy's
2.
good. 2.
Okay.
2.
That one's really great two choices. And then the next one is Aaron Smith.
Yo, and there's potential for that other
Guess
one
what?
guy.
I know what he's gonna do after this is 4. It's gonna be 4 or 2 points. Fuck. Shit.
Yo.
Can I?
Nah, blind ranking, bro. There's no turning back. Yo.
Aaron Smith. It's okay. Give him a 5 because I know who's gonna come out.
No, Aaron Smith was number 5, so Aaron Smith goes to 4th place.
Oh. So
The England scrummy.
The
It's
left,
number
the
5.
left position is
right.
4th first.
4th and 1st.
Yeah.
And I'll give Aaron 4th. I'm sorry, Aaron.
And then the legendary Anton Dupont.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Best scrum off. Actually, I'd argue that he's the best rugby player in the world. You know.
Right now.
Okay, not right now, but his versatility. You know, the way he has made France. I feel like their whole game plan
Revolves
Revolves around.
Even you saw we went to 7s and they actually won gold. You know, so yeah, he is
I would say he's currently the best rugby player. It's just that now he's injured, so he's out for like 9 months, 6 months stay, which is unfortunate. But he was good while he was not injured. But guys, we fucked up. We didn't start with what we usually do in the Unscripted podcast. How was your weekend?
Oh.
Yeah, so we're gonna start off from Sasa. We're gonna work ourselves this way. How was your weekend, Sasa?
I would say my weekend was okay. Wasn't
Start off
that
us from Friday. VC.
okay?
Yes, sir.
Yo. Okay, wasn't okay. I take that back. Yeah, my weekend was like there were 2 climaxes in a way. So Friday was yeah. It depends how you see it. Yeah, but like Friday, we watched VC play. They won the final. Afterwards,
Yeah, shout out
yeah,
to VC.
congrats VC.
Shout out to
And then
VC.
afterwards, yeah, we chilled there for that DJ sesh. Smamani was there. Yeah, it was
Was Rick
like
Ross there? I saw a poster. Was Rick Ross there?
no, they were giving out free tickets.
Give out free tickets to a Rick Ross concert.
Oh.
Yeah, you just had to follow that
You
page.
gave one?
Nah, we
No,
didn't
dog,
give
we were
out.
too lazy, dog. We were too in the moment to think about
I
tickets.
trust the moment. If we could take
Yeah.
it back, I would still be in that moment.
Yeah, I wonder what's happening.
Yeah, Sasa's gonna explain.
The only
that.
regret is financial regrets. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And this guy, we requested an Uber, eh?
Yeah.
The Uber is driving past us, and he sees that it's the Uber. He chases the Uber, and then he sees a hand with the truth, and then he turns to the hand with the truth, dog. Like, yo, this guy. The driver literally ended up cancelling the ride.
Did he take the cash?
Nah, boy, that's the crazy thing, man. They didn't refund me my money. I paid online. We first called the first Uber, cancelled that Uber. I'll explain why we cancelled the first one. Called the second one, then he cancelled on us, and they never refunded me both my monies. That's the crazy thing. But I did speak to Capitec, and they said they're gonna get in contact with Bolt.
Yeah, the thing is, the first one, they were supposed to refund you, but the second one, if the driver arrives, no.
Nah, he cancelled while he was too far. Like the first one he cancelled while he was too slow.
Yeah, I mean the second one.
Oh,
And
yeah,
the second
right.
one, he cancelled
It's
more.
just the 20 rand fee. They did
Yeah.
take also the 20 rand fee. They're supposed to bring back the other money after subtracting the 20 rand fee.
Yeah, a lot of people do have problems with Bolt.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna revert to Uber now.
But Uber has its days. Uber has its days though. Some days it's cheap, and then some days they spike the prices
Give me
down.
my money.
Yeah.
Just give me my money. That's all I want from Bolt. But carry out your weekend.
yeah, and then I got home. Saturday was a chill day, and then Sunday we were playing final, and then we clapped the poor team like 64-0.
Yeah. R.I.P. to Toti, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
R.I.P. Like we killed them twice in 1 month.
Yo.
No,
Yeah.
within a span of 30 days we killed them twice. So
Like someone told me the combined score was
it's 104.
104.
Oh, 105, 105.
105 to 10.
Crazy.
When you combine the first game and our second
Crazy.
game
The second game they didn't score, right?
They didn't
Yeah.
score.
It was 64-0.
Yeah. And then
That was
afterwards,
us last year.
together.
The VC, yo,
Yo.
VCA.
yo,
Yeah,
take me back. Hey.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
the
Yeah, but yeah, after the game we chose to watch the seniors play, the UKZN Hans, the UT Hans. Yeah, it was a nice chilled Sunday,
Yeah.
you know.
I was happy chilling with the boys
Yeah,
from different clubs.
Yeah, it was a nice one.
yeah. How was your weekend, though?
Well, my weekend, okay, Friday, I feel like, alright, Friday, what did I do? I think I went home on Friday. Yeah, I think I went home, so my Friday was very chilled, ended off like pretty nicely. But did I go home? Nah, I didn't go home. You know, okay, Saturday I went to, I went to watch my friend was playing in Clements, you know. I went to watch it. It was actually a pretty nice game. You know, I saw a few people that I know too over there. You know, even though they got trashed, but yeah, my friend played nice. And then on Sunday, obviously, I came to watch y'all.
Yeah.
You know, and I actually found out that I was supposed to play on Sunday, but because there's 4 Seers in the team, I didn't know I'm the Seer was called. You know, so when my coach was like, "Hey, why won't you do thingy running with the first team?" I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm there for seconds, not first." I'm like, "They did call you." I was like, "Oh, there are so many Seers. You should be specific." You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sunday was pretty nice. You know, after online, I've had 2 shitty weeks. Like the past 2 weeks was shitty. You know, so after like I feel like this one made up for it. You know, and also Imam Olafere too. Yeah, she made up.
She
for
had
it.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout
So,
out to you, man.
Shout out to you,
Mm.
mom. But yeah. So yeah, it was pretty nice. You know, watching the first team, even though. We could have performed way better.
Way
you know,
better.
Way better.
Yeah.
I feel like it was they really had a good game. Just an execution
Yeah.
was the thing that
In
was
a-
the difference. You know.
In a way, we played like Italy, like because
Yeah.
They played good rugby.
dominating
Yes.
us, but then
Good rugby, but
we were
when it comes to
attacking.
the final,
Yeah.
like you know,
Just was
but yeah, you know,
Um,
my week was pretty good.
Did you play yesterday?
Yesterday? No, I'm out on injury.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay,
Bro,
okay.
the shots battered our second team, bro.
That's a
Yeah,
conversation
I
for
heard-
another
I
time.
heard
You know,
that,
let's not
we lost.
let's
one-
not expose our teams,
25
guys.
25 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shots on
If
the
I was there, it would be different. But anyways.
Yo, they bullied
Key
us,
player.
bro. It was crazy. The
Damn.
forwards, I've never seen forwards run with that much intensity. I don't know what those shots coaches are feeding those boys. The forwards are crazy. Forwards are
I think also it was intimidation.
Yeah, because of the
Yeah, and the name.
Yeah, you know, and that's something I actually realized. Like, there's this thing where, even when I'm like in training with y'all, I will never try and tackle you because I feel like you bounce me because I know your capabilities. Like, I've already put a name on you, Umake Uzu, and the Godfather. I know that you could, you know. But if I play with another big guy, let's say he's 180 kilograms, is running to me, I don't know anything of him. I don't put a name on it, so I go there. At times I get bounced, at times I make the tackle. But I feel like once you put a name on somebody, like you kind of glorify it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once you,
You know,
glaze
you
it,
already put that fear in
Yeah.
them.
Right.
You know, okay.
that's a bit too far.
Okay, but yeah, you know, I think that's the main thing that actually contributed to that loss. You know.
This guy. How was your weekend,
I was
though?
bad kick like that, Lindo, Lava Shine.
Yeah, the room
Yeah.
Where they coming from? Hey, Lindo. Are you hiding some things from us? It's not denying it.
speechless.
Oh yeah, true. It's exciting to say. Yeah, man, my weekend. I feel like out of the 3 days, Friday was the best day at VC. The amount of freedom I have. You know when you go to an event and you know you're the only, because the people I went with are both in relationships. I'm the only single one, so I can wild out.
So you dating?
Yeah, he revealed it in the podcast in the first
Long
episode,
time
the second
ago, dog.
episode. He did say it's a relationship.
Committed, dog.
So my other people was going with their like relationships, and me, I was like, today it must be wild. It's a final. Yeah, I got sloshed. I disappeared from them like a couple of times. Came back with numbers. Out of those 5 numbers, I probably speak to one of those numbers. Yeah, it's life, boy. Sometimes, you know, in that moment, you're like, let me take this person's number. Then when you start speaking to them, it's like, nah, they don't match your personality.
Sometimes even before you text the person, you're like, is it really worth
Yeah,
it?
is it really worth
I
it?
think it's because you're in the moment.
Yeah, when you're in
Yeah.
the moment and you're sloshed, you're like, yo, she looks pain. Why
It's,
not?
it's like that post nuts.
Yes, yes. I hear that
I
chat.
never experienced that.
Crazy.
I don't know how we got there, but
No, I was just
Yeah,
making an
guys.
example, you know.
Yeah, I understand his example. So Friday was lit, and then after the game, it was a party time day. Disappeared from the boys. But I ended up finding them. I don't know how I found them. Just something led me to them. Like I felt so connected. I would just see them like, Jesus. Because without me, we all would have been fucked.
And the thing is,
and without
You don't have a
me,
phone. He has the Wi-Fi. I have the money for the Uber. He always disappears when he can't find us. So we would have been all fucked, all 2 of us.
the thing is, with you, man, you never answer your phone.
Yeah, I don't.
You never answer your phone.
True calls. I don't answer calls.
Like, it's sadly that Kusasa doesn't have his phone right now. Because I
Yeah.
know if I call Kusasa, this will pin But even remember,
But he's a liar though. He lies on his calls. That's his
he
problem.
will tell you, I'm 5 minutes away. Yes, but he's 7 minutes. Beep, beep, beep. And you get to yourself, you know. But even remember when we made a bad decision? Were you there? I don't think you were there. When we were supposed to go home after the game, you're like,
Dog.
let's chill. Yeah, money was spent over there.
dog, you was
No.
spent, dog, you was
Yeah,
spent.
but
But that was
a bad
that was
influence.
the
Yeah.
He's a bad influence.
He's like the devil in your shoulder.
Yeah, he literally tells you, just one.
Oh,
One happened to 6.
Yeah.
6 happened to 12.
True.
And then hey, should I tell them?
You can tell them.
Yeah, we ended up asking, hey, nah. I know. It was just us.
See, this
It's
is the
just
Lindo
us.
This
effect.
guy,
This
Lindo
is the Lindo
us.
effect.
There
It's
were
crazy.
no goals.
crazy.
No goals involved. You know. But what happened is we actually ended up having to call his mom. You know, we actually ended up having to call his mom because we ended up finishing money.
Shit.
And the thing is, you know what we did with that money? We bought food. And he's like, oh, it's included all that question. I'm like, I even told him, Sasa, it's okay. No, it's actually bought it. And then he calls his mom again.
Yeah, he always does it, bro.
He does it.
He always
He's a
does it.
problem.
Who should I call? Who should I
Time
call?
one time.
Nah, let me be honest. Let me be honest.
Some
Who should I call,
situations,
dog?
Mama Yolis, I need you.
Mm.
You feel my only to live in the souls or that.
I don't lie.
It's crazy.
I feel like as much as we actually will, but I think that's good. Because in a way, your parents trust you and they know what you're capable of and what you're not capable of. Now, similar with me, like at home, they used to be strict. But right now, I can even tell them, like, hey, I'm not coming back home. And they know wherever I'm going, I'm going to be responsible. You know? It's like that level of trust, I feel like it's very important, especially with our generation and everything that's happening, you know, in this generation. Like, your parents need to trust you. And now you need to be trustworthy,
yeah.
you know? So, yeah.
Yeah, and then fuck, I was still on how was your weekend? Yes, I tripped and I'm trying.
Dog.
Yeah, but the Uber thing was funny because no, but this is my problem with Sasa, man. I told him, gents, I'm tired. I'm gonna close my eyes for a bit. I called out the number plates of the Uber guy. While Sasa and Sandra are crashing out, where Sasa's sitting, that's where the Uber's actually parking, but it had the
The
lights
Uber
on.
didn't park.
It had the lights
Uber
on,
didn't
so you
park,
couldn't see
no.
the number plate properly because the lights were on. I hear them bickering. As I come up, I see him walk past. And I makes a phone, I'm like, fuck, I know this number plate. I run, I see my guy, he takes a ride, and then I'm like, yo, that honey is truth, though. Like, it's chai. I take a lift, go through for bed, then I give it back.
You need to recharge your hands.
But we would have left the first time because the first time was the best time. So I see busy then we saw 200 and Sasa was like, let's just go compensate with them, you know, nothing, no harm, no nothing. Like just
the conversation.
just that young because we also wanted those.
No, it was
VC
just a normal
t-shirts.
conversation.
Yeah, we wanted those VC t-shirts from them. That's why we also wanted to conversate with them. It was one of the girls we tried to
We
like.
wanted the stuffed animal tee.
Yes, the stuffed animal, the
pink
pink.
thingy.
Yeah, so we were like,
Yeah.
let's go try and get them because they the students there. Then we ended up cancelling the Uber and then we talk. The second one completely my fault, but the first one wasn't me. We just wanted the stuff, all three of us wanted those thingies, and we did end up getting them, so it was worth it. Saturday, nothing much. Saturday, we came to day just to watch like the younger under 14s playing like development teams across all age groups, under 14, 15, 16. After that, we went to the park here in Musgrave because there's like a market where they sell clothes. Yo, it's so amazing. The clothes they sell, football t-shirts, vests, everything's like it's so nice and cheap and reasonable. So I also like that a lot. And then we went to Boise. Sunday obviously was the game. We were even supposed to shoot yesterday, but because of how tired and our bodies were busy, we were like, nah, today it is. Yeah,
Sorry,
we
I
went
couldn't.
to yesterday was Sasso couldn't even wake up from his bed.
The whole day I was in bed.
Yeah, he sent a message and he was like, this child not coming to school.
You know when you set the alarm like 4 a.m. you're like, okay, I'm waking up. Snooze for 1 hour, and then after 1 hour you snooze again up until 9. I was like, nah, I'm staying home.
Yeah, I hear that chat. And then now that was how was your weekend. And then the first topic I wanted us to cover is the Munaka leaving the piano cast.
It had to happen.
Why do you say so?
Because Natin, Tahi and the other Grootman, I'm just gonna say Grootman.
Yeah,
I don't know his name. The other
Sfiso.
Grootman, yeah, Sfiso. They are like buddy vele, and then like when they added Munaka, it was like they had to add someone. Yeah. So for her, you can see like from a long time ago, she was getting like she was not at ease. Because there was even this drama like before
that tickets one at the Heineken event.
In Tanzania. Yeah. And then like after that incident, they started like showing with not actually like
close
yeah,
like that.
we're just doing this for the bread. And then I'm happy that she finally decided to leave that zone, like that toxic zone, if it's toxic to her, and like venture into something that's gonna make her happy.
But she said the reason she's leaving is not because any of the things that happened between them. It's just that like they are better and like opportunities coming her way. But McG, when I was watching McG's podcast, McG said ever since Munaka got on that Netflix show, like she's had a big head, she's had that big head personality and stuff. And she was like, she saw the change in her, especially since Mini Dlamini is like her mentor. I don't know what he meant by Mini Dlamini being a mentor, so now she has a big head and stuff. So McG would say he saw it coming.
Obviously, people would want to branch out, like create a name for themselves. So
being on a McG platform already gives you like
but we all know that McG now we are Delele now, so
McG is just himself. That's why I like that guy.
I also Delele. He expresses things the way he wants to. Like, he's not that person who's like, oh, I shouldn't offend this person. If you look at it, even the people that pays him, I'm a sponsor. Like, he does say if there's a story about him, like he does say like, oh, by the way, these people apparently did this, you know. So yeah, but with the Monaga situation, I don't lie. I don't really watch a podcast.
I also don't watch, you know.
Yeah, I was watching it when it was trending, like, oh, this and this happened, and then I watched.
The only episode that I've ever watched was the one with
I
watched from 0-0 until the end. I had to see that, you know. Which I'll say with that, it does happen, you know, when you, like, especially with these, okay, I won't say with these influences because it's going to sound bad, but with, like, a lot of influences, like, because I feel like their careers just skyrocket so fast, you know, and then they reach a certain point, and then from there, they just stay there, you know. So maybe Monarch is trying to avoid that, you know. Keep on innovating.
I hear it.
But create a brand for yourself. If you don't create a brand while you're still like in the hype, you're gonna
die down.
Yeah.
True. And then I wanted us to talk about DJ Maporis's albums. Did you guys listen to them? Yo, Ngomoy.
Yeah, 2 albums, one day. Rough Dance and Gomoya. Gomoya is the deep album, like spiritual love.
Last week or 2 weeks
The 28th of March.
2 weeks back.
Yeah, I'm still trying to
if you listen to that album, oh my gosh,
like Gomoya, it's the deep one, and everything, and then Rough Dance, dog, you know.
Yeah, those are the
like
hype
that's
songs. What would you say was your favorite song in that album since you listened to it?
Gomoya, I would say Love You Forever. I don't know how. It just when I listened to that song, it just gave me that. And then on the other one, Kiss System, the Rough Dance Kiss System, it's the second song. There's something to it.
I hear it.
Yeah.
When I'm from Ngoma, Mkundelele just hits my heart, bro. That song is too deep.
Yeah.
So also, guys, I wanted to ask you, what did you guys think about the Ricky album? Have you listened to it or?
Yeah, I have. You know, and I don't lie, I actually liked it.
Yeah.
You know, there are a few songs which I'm like, I know if he was still alive, he would have took me. You know, some of the features I'm like, knowing him, he would have like, hey, trying to challenge you because I actually
Yeah.
found out that even in the studio, like let's say he's featuring you, and let's say you give him a verse, and it's like okay, like, but it was Amiga and Jay, and then he tweaks it like that.
Yeah.
But overall, I actually like that. There's a song, is it Raindrops? Or something?
Yeah.
Raindrops, sure.
Oh, and
sure.
Raindrops falling on my head, and she getting me. I'm like, I like that song.
And what did you guys think about Fisher's post, especially considering the fact that he said he wanted to do Tanya Devs, and then when the song came out, they removed the Tanya Devs because I listened to his verse on TikTok. Personally, it's shit for me. The Tanya Devs I know, that's shit.
Could have performed.
You see, wait,
listen.
listen. You see, if he was still there, if Ricky Rick was still like, he would have like mentored him into releasing an
Doing
album.
better, yeah. So what he did, he just dropped like a TikTok video of his verse before the song even came out. So I don't know if he was trying to show people he should have been there or not, but I personally
I
Or maybe
that's-
production wasn't happy with what
I
he
think
did.
Yeah.
for me that it's more because I think you remember baby Diaz.
Yeah,
did the
baby
same
yes.
thing. Did the same thing with the Sonobila song.
Yes.
For me, I feel like it's more of their egos.
True.
Like
Yeah.
I should have been on this. You
True.
know? But man, if you and I'm the artist and you the feature, we agree with you can do that, then sure. You know, I haven't listened to the thingy Tanya Dev's verse to be honest. You know, but I feel like knowing him, he should have performed.
Yeah.
Like pushing a poster, like I know like the type of sound that he comes with on a song, and I
Yeah.
feel like on that song, you know, online, I'm not happy about all of people on the song.
On the song.
Yeah.
To me, like I heard people like complain about vocalistics, like verse.
Okay.
Nah, listen to me. I didn't listen to like all of his lyrics because I knew that was no. Nah, I listened to like the flow that he chose to go with.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was this part where like he was going with the beat, like it was
Mhm.
almost like he's going
Yeah,
tiptoe. He was
going
like
with the
yeah,
beats, like-
yeah. Okay, that the flow was not to me, but the things he was saying wasn't making sense because like the genre
Does
post,
he
like,
ever
they come
say anything that
bipolar.
makes sense though?
Yeah.
Does he ever say anything that makes
Like
sense?
in his piano songs. Yeah.
Not really. Not really.
I vocalistic.
But listen, but the thing with the folk, for him, is a vibe.
I don't
Like-
know what he's saying. but it's fucking
I don't think for him he focuses on the lyrics. It's all about the sound.
Yeah,
Yes, it
he
sounds
is.
good.
He
No,
he
even
does it
though-
like you know those Afro people, like
Yeah.
they don't really say shit, but like
Yeah.
it goes with the song.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I'll be honest, I've been trying to listen to new albums, but there's this one Nigerian artist that I keep listening to, bro. I'm gonna put you on. I don't know if you love or like Afro beats type of music. There's this guy. It's called Lona. Lona. That guy, bro.
Oh, have you listened to the song Shallow Poppy?
Shallow Poppy.
Yeah, Lao.
Oh, first.
Like
Yeah,
the,
I like
Oh
the
yeah,
type of
I
vibe,
see that
yeah,
song.
yeah.
And like for me, like I try my best to like, because I used to be very like one-sided with music. Like everybody knows that I'm a hardcore NSC fan. To me, no matter how much you come and shit on NSC, I don't think there's any bad NSC song. I'm sure there is that okay, you could have done better, but personally, I love NSC.
You raised your eyebrows, so what song is zero shit for
I
that?
dare you, bro.
nah,
I
wait.
dare you.
Wait.
I'm gonna throw
Can I tell you
hands.
why?
I'm
Can
gonna
I
throw
tell you why?
hands.
You can throw hands though, I don't care. But like me, I never started off like as a Nasty C fan. Yeah, well, so his earlier songs. Listen, I was never really a Nasty C fan. I became a Nasty C fan when he signed to the US, yeah, Def Jam. When he went to the US and then he released Boku Bucks and yeah.
Bro.
When I started listening to that song, I was like, okay, maybe he's starting to cook. And then I listened to all of his.
Heard a Nasty C Phil album.
Okay, album. Nah. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna give him his props. But there are some songs there that I'm like.
That's only from the Zuluman and some part.
A lot of people have been complaining about the new album.
Yeah, and on that note, closing off on the thingy, one more album that dropped was Big Zulu's album.
Fine.
I've listened to 3 of the songs and so far,
It's tough.
especially with Nkosas and Daughter. There's a song with Nkosas and Daughter. Yo. We were playing FIFA at Pose yesterday. I zoned out when that song was playing. I zoned out.
Is it a love song?
That's how, Nkosas and Daughter always makes love
Yeah.
song. But there's one I also saw on TikTok where it was Big Zulu, Utos, no set trade. and it was a fire song.
Sensatory.
Boy, when I say that song is fire, it is fire. Like everyone is hyping up at 4:10. It's not. It's in the album. It's the last song in the album. So I was like, shit, I have to listen to this
it's
song.
maskandi ngampela because
10
yabazi
past 4. Nah, it's hip hop. It's a hip hop album.
what
Like a hip hop album.
Hip hop next to Amapiano.
Oh, Big Zulu Konje has a feature with Do You Understand?
Yeah.
There's a post.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
I sing it. I'll
shop it.
it.
Okay, that song is a nice song. That song is forever.
Yeah, it's a nice song.
Yeah.
And then I also wanted us to move into this because it's been trending on TikTok. Tiki and adulting. Number 1, do you think it's you don't know adulting?
I know adulting. I haven't watched it.
You get on the shit, you're gonna get addicted.
Yo.
You're gonna get addicted to that show. It's about these 4 bros, all have like come from different backgrounds and they're always partying and getting up to no good.
Like they met in varsity.
Yeah.
They met in varsity and they like
Varsity,
like
yes.
KZN, no Mahike, Gonkelok, and then like varsity they was one and then dog. The friendship that they created and then everybody was successful in their own way. There's a proud family. So like it's just broskis hanging out and then like everyday struggles. Not everyday struggles because they actually most of them, but then
So basically Tiki is one of the characters that is involved in like crime, but he stopped because he met this one girl there. But then he got back to crime because his daughter went to school fees he can't pay, his job is not paying him enough and stuff. So he went, got the car that is in a catch. The police already tipped off about it. He gets chased, he gets shot in the ear, escapes, phones the therapist girl that changed his life, tells him to come fetch him because the therapist girl catch him like smashing another girl called Diminkis. Diminkis is like, it's totally Tomazan. I get correct now. I'm stitch him, and then he's like, thank you anyway. And Tiki has never told any girl in his life that he loves that person besides Umawak and Daniel. So it was the first time for him ever telling someone, I love you. So he finally told the therapist that I love you. They had a moment. After that moment, he went back home. When he goes back home, no, not the crazy, but he just went back home because he can't Umawak, yes. He goes back home, he wants to make food, he's tired. The crazy girl pulls up. He pulls up and he's like, I heard your rumors in the streets. What?
Something happened.
Basically, he got stabbed in the chest by the crazy girl.
That's why the thing is
it's
trending.
Now, some people are saying there's what's happening next episode has already been released and he's alive, but some people think it's fake. So it's like a big commotion. People don't know whether he's dead or alive. So, Sintola, do you think he's dead or alive?
Just because I want the storyline to continue, I want him to still be alive.
And
like to be like a big life lesson, because remember when I'm spoiling things, but like when he tried to call his friend, he didn't answer, right? So there's gonna be, if he's still alive, he's gonna have that guilt of I could have saved him. This wouldn't have happened if I was like Danje. And if he dies, he's gonna put that guilt up on him.
I disagree with you. Because even if Bonga did save him, he was always gonna end up going home and getting stabbed.
But
that
trust me, dog, always, but you, as a mood,
maybe always gonna say something. Maybe he could have never went home.
No, he lives with his grandmother, so he was always gonna go to his grandmother.
But what if that day where he got stabbed, you were with him and he didn't go home?
No, why is that Tiki? Oh. The main reason I think he's dead is because adulting is coming to an end. If there was another season coming, I would say but now it's like it's either the next episode is the last episode or it's second to last, because they've even released more episodes than they usually do. It's either 10 or 11, then it's done. They're going to 13 right now. I believe it's the last one, and I feel like my theory is it's gonna be around funeral setting of the funeral ticket, because they have to lose someone. Because you can't have it's rare that you see but as I was saying, that's why I think we would say Uzo for Tiki. It's the fact that it's like it is gonna be the last episode is my belief, and I feel like it's gonna be like around how they're gonna disband, if they're gonna plan the funeral, they're gonna blame each other, then they're all gonna go their separate ways, and that's how it ends. I just wanna see if he does die, who will Nongisa be raised by, because Makoko is too old. I wanna see if Whaley Perry is gonna take or the Thomas and George I love you before he died, also because of the guilt he's gonna feel if he does that.
I already said mine.
Yeah, you say what you think is gonna happen. Like, what's your final take on this whole show?
Yeah, he has to die.
That's insane. Yes, it does.
But like, okay, he is gonna die, and they remember it's the end. It's the season finale.
The season finale.
They're gonna have to find a way to end it in a, or if he doesn't die, like it's.
Then what was the point? For me, it was like, what was the point if he doesn't end up creating this whole dramatic thing just for him not to die?
You know what? To gain more viewers.
Exactly.
Yeah, to gain more viewers.
What's the point?
So
Okay,
I'm
look at the
50-50
frustration.
with this. I'm 50-50 with this.
I mean, what's the what caught my mind is when I saw the upcoming trailer, ilinkiwa ngazkanjani. Bona lubonga oviyu bagijima esibhedlela, bona lo Dimiki's and we van and throughout the whole show Dimiki's have never went into a police van. So there was a linked like trailer of the next episode and I wanted to bagijima esibhedlela. Ekhala noma gogo, so I was like fuck. Since I've seen now this thing, it's like he is alive.
No,
I hope he dies in the hospital.
You are right, but what if Konke Leo and Doyenze only for them? It's a short day. They always try to end it in a way with there's some type
Where
of
you
lesson.
don't expect it.
Exactly, and also there's some type of lesson to learn. So what if he actually changes his life and then raises his daughter the right way now?
In the last episode,
Yeah, and then you know what they can do. You know what they can do.
It could be the last 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be a lot.
Okay, yeah.
It could
Then be like
maybe
1 year later, and then Bumpers are like,
Yes.
yeah, well,
Hey, but the thing is, yeah, you know what else I think?
But has he ever done it 1 year later or a few weeks later?
Nah, I don't think he's never done
And
that.
I don't think
They
it's
just
possible.
speak about it.
but they really fast forward the timeline.
Yeah,
They don't
they
really
lie,
say,
you know,
yeah,
they
but they
spoke
can
about
do
it,
like
they
1 year
They
later.
might do that.
Yeah, but the thing is, another thing I did is I went to Dimiki's like TikTok page and Instagram page. And a lot of people were like, "Why did you stab him?" And the way she replied, she just put crying emojis. Every time people were asking, "Sticky did crying emojis. Why did you stab crying emojis?" I was like, "She's not giving too much for me to work with."
And she's giving it up for you to go and say.
She's giving you enough for your mind to
Fuck,
into
that's a
different
chick. They're
multiverses.
Bro, they
She's
fucking
mine.
chick, bro.
If
They are fucking chick. So now we're about to go into a section where we call deep questions. So the deep question for the day, let me actually look for it because I didn't know. It says, what's the one thing you wished people knew about you and why?
Precise.
So like think about it. What's the one thing you think people don't know about you? And you're like, if you only knew, you would say I'm like this instead of you seeing me like this.
I would say it's that
Yes, okay, it's a deep question. This is why I love this game.
the thing is that like I don't know what to say because I know I have something in mind.
But you can't put it in
Can't put it
words.
into words.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
So okay, so tonight then I'm getting close to
Let me go for it.
Yeah.
I think for me, like I'm sure you've seen, I always pose myself as a strong character. Like if you know for them, like hey, hey, help me with this. I always try my best, you know.
True.
And I think Leon dehumanizes me. Even with my family, I try my best to be strong and be there for everybody. And I feel like at times people forget that I'm also human, and also I'm quite young to actually put out there, you know. So for me, the same, like I'd say, for people to remember the same emotions, feelings, stress that you feel,
You feel as well.
I feel as well. Now imagine I had to do it, my stuff and yours makes it worse, but I still do it. You know, it's not that I'm saying what you don't come to me more again, but keep in mind that I also have my stuff. But because of the way I was raised and the way I want to be as a person and also as a man, I will still push through my stuff and still try to help you with your stuff. So I'll say, remember at the end of the day, we're all human. You know, we all got feelings, we all go through stress, and we all just trying to live life the best way we can. You know, so I'd actually, just always think about the person next to you, about their mental health, what they're going through, just be considerate. That's
I
all.
feel like he's loopholing around the question, bro. The question says, what's the one thing you wish people knew about you that they
I'm
don't?
also human, guys.
But I'm also human. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. That's an answer.
Okay.
For me, I would say the one thing people should know about me but they don't is that I'm not strong. I just feed off other people's energies. So if I'm gonna come to school and see Woodsy, Sasa, Sia, and Tando is like they're not in a good mood, that's gonna fuck me up because I always depend on my friends. How my friends are energy wise, I'm like, okay, I'm feeding off them today. Sometimes I'm literally not strong at all. Like sometimes I just wish I could just cry the whole day. But when I come to good energy, I'm like, I'm sucking it in, I'm absorbing it in, and I'm like, okay, Zulu's gonna be here. But if I come and all my friends are moody and shit, I'm also gonna get there because I know I'm not strong. I just depend on my friends.
Let me ask you something else. Does that also translate to rugby?
Nah.
So, now, like, let me tell you why. I've realized, like, you see, when like we could play, we could play a game, but the score is against us. But if, like, the plays were there, like, for instance, if my passes were there, you're gonna have the best game of your life.
True.
I've realized that, so I think maybe that also affects you in almost everything you do in life. Like, if the people, like, if you play with good players and people want to play and have fun, you also gonna have fun. But I've realized whenever we drop our shoulders or somebody in the team drops their shoulders, you also as a Zulu, you are fucked.
Yeah, but for me, it takes me out because I remember even at the VC game, people dropped their heads like while we were losing like 13-0, and I was like, gents, it's the first off, you can still come back.
It's also
but there's only so far away. When you see these people really don't give a fuck, you end up being like,
because now me that game, like my hand, I could tell like I'm not right in it, but like because okay we're losing, and like now me I always try to have like that mentality of come on, we don't give up now, like we have to finish the fight, don't just give up mid-fight and then like, you know, when you give it your all but like your body just can't can't do it. Yeah.
I think it hit us all during the VC thing. For me, I think the main thing that keeps me pushing, because I always tell myself I'm built different. Like, maybe it's because I consumed a lot of content by David Goggins, you know, who's gonna carry the balls. And I always say, even when I'm gymming with people, you know, I always say and they might take it as a joke, but really, who's gonna fucking carry the balls, you know? So even at the VC game, I won't lie, I could see that because you remember when they scored a try from their try line to our try line, I could see everybody was down. And I'm out here like, guys, let's go. But I feel myself, it's man. Even me, it's there, you know. So yeah, I actually have realized that, you know, it does happen. Like,
because
it's a butterfly effect.
Halftime, the whole halftime speech was directed to me.
I was fucking you.
Like, Kosasa was strong.
And
you didn't say that you're.
I said like the first try. Yeah. I broke my thumb first try.
You just told me. I remember.
And then
told me.
I went to Jordan. I was like, Jordan, I think my thumb is messed up. And he's like, okay, I'll tell him. And then like, slowly, bit by bit, you know, I feel it getting worse. But like, since adrenaline foods, you're like, I'm gonna push. And then we did that incident. Trust me, if I wasn't injured, that would have been a tough pass. But because of the injury, literally when I swung the ball, literally, you know when you feel like, you know in the dream when you're trying to punch someone and then this whole like section was like went like that, and then the ball just went. That moment to me was like my weakest moment.
But you made it online. You made it up with your tackles.
Yeah,
that day, bro.
Defense, I told
your
myself,
defense was on point as much as I could see. Because I remember I even tried to like do skip passes, and I tried to play Chiefs always because I could see it's okay your hand. And the thing is, when you told me, I told you, because I used like, hey, I'm thinking, man, I was like, hey, now it's my rights. Because to me, I'm thinking like, bro, just brush it off. So, but actually, I never knew because it's serious, you know. So yeah,
But I'm drifting on that Sasa. Answer the fucking question.
Shit. I don't want to get to my thing, but
it's good at that.
The biggest thing, I'm actually good at that, but okay, the biggest thing that people, the question again?
What's the one thing you wish people knew about you that they don't?
It's the things that I worked on improving, like Natin, the things, okay, let me just give you like a nice little backstory, Nyana, sorry. So growing up, I had like anger issues and like anxiety, and then I worked past it, and then didn't like single paid, and now it's coming back, and like normally like I literally just like sit down and just like try and process shit because I just get mad for no reason, and then all of a sudden just anxiety, so I'm trying to. Like
that song. But the thing is, you're glorifying anxiety.
Somebody's watching me, it's my anxiety. The song is about you being watched by anxiety.
But still, though, I have a huge problem with like, online, at times I do find myself jamming to things like that, but I would actually say, Wuti, what we should do actually is stop clarifying negative things. You know, like even that online, it's a nice song. That Sam Smith song. Nah, nah, nah. There is something unholy. Nah, you know that unholy song online, it was trending a lot, and even it sounds good, but you know what they say? What sounds good is not always really good. You know, and for me,
I mean,
So,
I mean,
I have one big question on that. Sorry, Sas, I know you were still gonna give us the backstory, so I just want to have one question for
I
you.
already did.
You were done with the backstory. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, so you did answer your question.
Yeah.
Which, so your answer was
It's the things that I worked
Work
past
on.
are coming back now.
So you wish people knew that about you.
Like,
be considerate of them, I think.
yeah,
Like,
because like
if he's silenced, don't just think, oh my god, so I can't phone it, but
singing a jailer man or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, okay. So one question on that, because we're saying that the things that are good are not actually good for us. So pussy before marriage is not good for you, but do you still chow?
don't chow. You're safe.
Do you chow? I didn't say talk to the people. Do you chow before marriage?
Next question, please.
Okay, Dave, don't be a hypocrite now.
The thing is, yeah, I'm not saying be like me.
Yeah.
For me, I'll tell you what's right. I might not do what's right. Don't be like me. Be better than me. And this is also something that I feel like my uncle really poured it inside of me. Like, online, my uncle, shout out to Uncle Sam, you made me the guy I am today. He gave me tough love, bro. Like, you know, tough love, coach even, like, he would literally tell me, Abo wena, Abo, and I used to think that guy hates me, like,
Yeah, growing up, yeah.
Tough love. And I asked why. He's like, because you're the oldest son. If in Gecko, you are responsible for everything in this household. So he gave me tough love. He taught me a lot of lessons that I really needed to learn, you know. So he told me, don't be like me, because they would tell me, we drink, you know, you can see we drink. Don't drink like us. You can see that in life we make bad decisions. Don't make the same mistake. And for me, I think that's what life is about. Don't make the same mistakes your parents made.
Okay, guys, now we're about to do something that's never been done before in the Unscripted podcast. I came up with the U game.
Who's dying?
And it's a good game. It's called Agree or Disagree. So I'm gonna hit you with live quotes, and then you guys are gonna say if you agree with this person with this quote or disagree with them.
Okay.
Not why, it's just yes
No,
or no.
it's just yes or no.
Flip.
And today's quotes are about advice, like life advice.
Alright, okay.
So you just say agree or disagree. The first one is time waits for no one.
Disagree.
Sasa?
I'd say disagree as well.
Okay, because you both disagree, I'm gonna ask you guys why do you say so?
Like, with time waits for no one, time has waited for me. I've had, like, sure, I won't say my life was easy, but I feel like God has worked things around where there are things that He never made me experience at a certain time that He's making me experience now. And it's a matter of, like, you see, back then, you weren't strong enough. Now you can handle it. You know, so I feel like it's all about how you view life and how you see life. For me, time does wait for some people. And remember, some people are very fortunate in life.
True.
Time gives them everything. Time waits for them, you know. So, yeah, I strongly disagree with that.
Yeah,
so
we even have the saying, like, you can't see me, my time is now, John Cena.
Yes, sir.
And also, your time will come, you know, and like, yeah, if you don't work, then time will not wait for you. But if you're gonna put the work in, time will work, like, will wait for you. So it depends. Like, you have to work in order for time to wait for you. If you don't work, I consider.
Well, I'm gonna be different and I'm gonna say I agree based on a conversation I had with someone of this. I was like, actually, I disagree, and they're like, look at it from this, because it depends on what perspective you look at it from.
True.
And he gave me a relationship perspective. He was like, imagine you date a girl, you love them, they break your heart. During your healing time won't wait for you to heal. The next day is gonna come. If you choose to stay in your bed, cry, eat ice cream, and do shit, that's on you. But time won't wait for you. The next day is gonna come. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And I was like, damn, I didn't see it that way. Hence why I'm saying it depends on what perspective you look at it from. Because now it's just looking from a perspective of these quotes would say, now you would say, and then your time will come.
Yeah.
Now you look at it from a different perspective.
Okay, for me, the huge problem problem. I'd say people look at time as a circle. I don't look at time as a circle. Time continues. Even with this Happy New Year, there's nothing new. Time continues. You know. So for me, I look at time as a straight line. That's why time waits for nobody. No, it's the same in a straight line. I might be here, regardless how many years it might take, but I'll get there. So that's why I would disagree with it. You know. But I do get your chat about that. You know, I do understand that.
And guys, also in the comments, please, I want you guys to also be involved in this game. So say agree, disagree, and then comment why.
Please do.
Next one says, discipline beats motivation every single time.
100%.
Yeah, that's an agree from my side too.
100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't even think these
Yeah.
reasons, yeah. Okay, other one is money only solves money problems.
Disagree.
Yeah, I would also disagree.
Why?
Money doesn't even solve money problems as well, because you can have money and not be able to pay for like a surgery to survive. Yeah, well, so yeah, you can have all the money in the world, but like it won't buy like most of the things that you think you can buy with that money. Even Jeff Bezos, you can't buy the world, even if he wants to.
That's why it says it solves money problems, not the world problems.
Yeah.
Money problems.
Yeah, when you want to buy the world, that is a money problem.
No, it's not.
Give me that money, I'll buy it.
No, it's not.
But
So I feel like for what they mean with this quote is, for example, if Nikki, I would say I need 5 million, my kid needs a surgery, you get that 5 million, you can pay for that 5 million surgery.
I think it comes from there.
Yeah.
Money only solve money problems. If, for instance, you're heartbroken, money exists.
Yeah.
For me, I disagree with it. Like, money gives you
Turks
Like-
and Caicos.
choice, like the freedom of choice. Like for me, do you understand? If I had that 5 million, I wouldn't be baby. I'm separate now. I'm separate. Like at times there are a lot of things that I want to do, especially for the people around me. Like, and I can't, you know why? Because I money, you know. So for me, I'd say money once, but it will help me navigate through a lot of problems. Money doesn't necessarily solve them. I solve them, but money is a tool to me. You know, it's like, for instance, I fixed the toilets. What did I use? I used a wrench. You know, I used this. I used that.
In order to buy the car,
You know, money didn't solve me going to school. I bought a car. I solved me going to school. I bought it.
You see, money solves money problems.
But
Does a car
money is
need
the
a money?
tool. But money is the tool.
But you need a money to buy a car, right?
Yes.
What else can you
That's why I'm saying it's a tool to me. That's why
I hear your chat.
You can trade. You can trade. Like, you can take your own items and be like, this is valued at something, let me trade
You
this.
see, value now involves money. It's valued.
Okay, right
Yeah,
now,
but
okay, because I think me and Zulu are looking at money as in value. Okay?
Yes.
Not physical. It's because you think of money as in paper. No, value. This is also money. This is money. You know? Yeah, that's how we're actually looking at it.
Yeah, I agree and disagree with it at the same time. Because I don't think it only solves money problems. I feel like money can solve other problems too.
It does.
Yeah, that's why I agree and disagree with it at the same time.
Baby, ngakumbola 5,000.
Next one is being busy doesn't equal being productive.
100%. 100%. That was me the past 2 weeks.
Go!
Yeah.
I agree. What about you, Sasa?
Story of my life.
Okay, since you agree, I'm gonna go to the next one. You're not behind, you're on your own timeline.
100% agree.
Yeah, agree.
I agree, but the thing is, to me, it never feels like that. You know, when you look at a person, they hear. You also hear in your own lane, but to you, because you're comparing yourself with them, it seems like you hear. You know, so because of online, I feel like we all do compare ourselves with a lot of people, especially our peers or the people we look up to. So I would actually disagree.
Sorry to interrupt you. You know what he just did? He literally just agreed with the statement. The statement said you're not behind, you're on your own time. And you know they said, that's what it's saying. It's saying we're not behind them, We're just on our own timeline.
Yeah.
So you just take
So
what
actually,
you
I
say.
am. Oh, man.
As I'm listening to them, like, this
It is
guy's
what it is.
literally a
It
great
is what it
guy.
is. It is what it is.
Flip. Okay, the next one is sometimes all it takes is one sentence to shift your perspective on life.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, Chichi's saying something now and then you already say so. Why do you disagree?
Repeat the quote again.
Sometimes all it takes is one sentence to shift your entire perspective on life.
Not really. Mostly it's the actions, because somebody can say something, but then the actions will speak or say something else. What I'm trying to say, for example, is that let's say you had an argument with your friend, yeah, and then now the anger and the emotion you have towards them, you have a perspective of them, right? But then if they do something to like something that you never thought they would do to help you out, now it's going to change your perspective, you get me? So it's not always the words that change your perspective, it's the action that controls the words to change your perspective.
You're a chat, but we're still agreeing, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I hear her. I think she's coming
based
from
on
that.
life experience.
Yes.
True now.
That's what I'm saying. Let's look at it from our experience.
At times it takes not even like
one sentence,
even one word from a person. Like, sure, maybe she's speaking in terms of people. For me, you could say one thing that could break me, no matter what you do after that.
Because
it's broken me.
when I feel it's sick, no matter it's sick, me, but I'll take it more like
Personal.
from and then you literally see me flip over.
Shift exactly.
Yeah, that's so true. Next one, your comfort zone is your biggest prison.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I even have a comfort zone.
Crazy.
But
Next
that's
one
good
is-
though. That's good.
I feel like you're
Depends.
supposed to have a comfort zone, something to fall on. And Joba Nishunam, hence what I'm saying with the energy thing of like, I feel like I'm not strong. The people around me are my comfort zone. If I'm not with them, I'm gonna be fucking down the
Oh,
hole.
flip,
if you
actually-
say it like that,
Yeah,
then
that's what I'm
yeah.
looking
Let me
Yeah.
actually ask her another question. Sasa, what's your comfort zone? What's
Yeah.
your comfort zone?
I would say
Like
playing
personally.
rugby. I feel like when I'm at that field, I forget everything and I'm so comfortable. That's my comfort zone.
That's only rugby.
Now I would say every time I'm in a relationship, I know I have someone when I'm going through shit that's gonna like be my comfort zone and I just forget about the rest of the world. So it's my circle, my girlfriend at the time, and rugby. Those are my
Because
family.
Me, I wasn't seeing comfort zone like as people. I mean, like
Something
like a stepping
or
there,
players.
like I'm
Yeah.
alone. Yeah, I'm alone. Okay, like shit. What can I do to change? Like,
Or to
well,
just
Yes,
distress.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I was seeing, and that's what like,
Try it, boy.
boy.
Flying fish.
Yeah. To me, it's I don't drink when I'm mad or angry. Like if let's say like I'm already drinking and I get mad, I'm not gonna drink up until I dial down. Even like if I'm having a terrible day, I'm not gonna like. Previously, I was drinking when I'm like, nah, I'm having a terrible day. I need this, and then like I had this one conversation with this one person that used to be like an alcoholic, and then he was like, my biggest problem was I was always drinking when I was having a terrible day, and then I was forcing myself to have a terrible day every single day just in order for myself to
Drink.
Yeah, well, so drink like, and that one Will Smith quote, like drink when you drink in the moment. So like that's the things that I'm trying to do now. It's okay, not just drink because if I feel like okay, I'm happy, let me go buy.
Because you want to drink, not
Not because I need.
Control or no control.
Yeah.
That chat. So what's your comfort zone? You still never answered.
Well, obviously my hand, my bedroom, and I started doing this like recently, kicking for poles, like just going to the field and just kicking for poles. That's a new unlocked comfort zone thingy for me.
And family's not even on that list. Crazy.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
It's not because like me and my family are like fighting or anything. It's something that I expect from my family, so I don't want to count it.
Yeah.
I hear it.
For me, I wouldn't count it because family is very stressful. Sure, there's some sort of comfort in that stress that you expect, but for me, I would say my comfort zone is, recently I discovered like work.
Like it's
You
a
see-
job, though. It's a joke.
Nah, bro,
Why
you
was you recently discovered that?
No, and like, but like, sometimes you do it and then like you do it to a point where you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
But
I'm
let me
comfortable.
quickly just wrap it up. I would say would see something I recently discovered is watching podcasts, understanding like different points of view. So I'll say my comfort zone is learning new information, whether I'm reading, watching something, you know, and rugby and the gym.
It's so crazy how we all didn't mention God and like we're big believers in God, because that should be the number one priority.
For me, that's I wouldn't even mention it because I'd expect everybody to know that's the biggest. That's why I didn't even mention it because
That's a
Nah,
PR
me-
answer.
Nah,
That's a
me,
PR answer.
me, I'm
I
gonna
love
be
it.
honest. Me, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't thinking about that.
I know. Now I'm just thinking now.
Nah,
Damn. The person who's at my back the most, I didn't even mention him as my
Dog.
comfort zone.
And you know the prayer that I did on Sunday before the game,
Mm-hmm.
it was one of my deepest prayers yet. Yo, I even cried like while coach was praying. I was also praying, but like yo, the tears are coming back now because the things I was saying.
don't make me cry.
The only thing that was missing was pararipi pape fire type shit. Dog. Yo, it was crazy. Dog.
And you were about to say something on
Yo.
that.
Yeah, for me, I would say Wuti, I won't say I wasn't necessarily not thinking of God, but I'd say because I'd expect everybody to know Wuti that I'm just speaking about the things that people don't know.
You know. Let me do 3 more because of time, because I still have like 1 more.
Wait, can I mention one?
We have 2 minutes.
Can I mention one real quick?
1 minute. Like to close the episode. No fucking way.
This is a scam.
This is a fucking
Yeah.
We
scam.
are
The next one is if you don't heal what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Agree. Don't even
Yeah.
have to explain.
Literally the term crash out, dog.
Yeah. It's true. That I very much agree with that. The next one for me is flipping deep. It says, if what you did yesterday still looks big to you, then you haven't done much today. Fuck, that quote is crazy.
Because that quote,
Strongly
I've
agree.
been told, like in a rugby game, before a
Mhm.
rugby game, it's don't play a game where after the game you're gonna be like, if I did this,
Mhm.
if I made that tackle, if I made that pass, if I caught
Mhm.
that ball. Well, so that I agree with it 100%, like
Totally agree.
150%.
And then you move off in life wise, because I remember, like a period, like for example, let's say you had a massive fight with your girlfriend the day before. The next day, so the fight, even when you went it, outside at 100% rate, because your mind is not
Still
there. It's still holding on to yesterday's problem.
Yeah.
So I fucking strongly agree with this one. What about you?
Hey, I'm very.
It's a deep one.
Yeah, to me, nothing. It's just that because of my perspective, I've had people come to me. It's like I'm a person where I've achieved a few things by myself, for myself, nah? And I've had people try to discredit that. You know, like for instance, abantu like when they see you do something, so hey, I'm like, bro, we different. We different. Or you know. So I've had people like when it comes to that, for me, I'm a big person where I feed off my own energy. I try my best not to feed off people's energy. So if I know myself, it's 8 this is all me, I can't do it again. So I'm a person where acknowledge your past achievements in order to get more achievements. You know.
Facts.
So when it comes to Interanjala, I always think about it, but like, and also know Zulu, know who you are, dog. You know, do you know who you are?
Yeah.
You're a flipping great rugby player. So know what you're capable of due to your past events. But don't dwell in it now.
Yes.
Don't dwell in it.
Yes.
Like, especially those people, oh, do you know who I am? I mean, nah, know who you are. Know
I
what's it.
love it when people say that to me, dog.
I'll show you
Like,
who you are.
I'm gonna give you a life lesson.
Remember that game against Crusaders? Those circles you kept.
I'm gonna
Exactly
give
what
you
I'm
a life
speaking
lesson.
about.
You're gonna
No, it's just that something happened and somebody was said, Guti, do you know who I am? And Usasa kept on pressing him. I'll even say it's that big number 4. Yeah, but anyways, let's move on.
Next one. Take whatever you can from your life, because when life starts taking from you, it takes even your last breath. Agree or disagree?
It depends to me
On what?
what you're taking.
No, for example, you want to take what you want to take in life, like the opportunities life gives you.
Yeah,
grab
but-
them with both hands before life takes from you.
Yeah, but some people see that quote like in a
Really take.
very aggressive way.
Yeah, they really take, eh?
Yeah,
they
well,
take and take and
They,
take.
but me, I agree with it. I agree with it.
But then, Mina, even if you do take, you must know boundaries.
But-
There's
That's
always
the problem.
boundaries.
Some
The thing
people
is,
don't know
You
boundaries.
didn't
And
tell
that's
me.
okay.
You didn't tell me
It's
about
not on you.
boundaries. You didn't tell me about boundaries. You said I should take before life
It's the
starts
same thing
taking.
that you said with Owuti and Jena, like the thing what people should know that God is there in the comfort zone. I shouldn't mention it. Boundaries shouldn't have to
Yeah.
be said. You should know boundaries.
Like
people
I'd
don't
say
know
with
boundaries.
Leon.
And that's not your fault.
Yeah, true.
It's not your fault.
And the thing is, having buzz right of it because when someone does something to me, where he
I'm like-
doesn't understand the boundaries, where I'm like saying it's okay because I'm a petty person. I like payback. I'm saying it's in a pay a dog. When I start doing what you did to me, I'm going to react
And
and
you don't
when I
realize-
target of it, nah, the same.
I've realized about something about Munganam. You're very sympathetic. Like if somebody does something to you, when you have to do it back to them, because I remember you even said it. I don't know. I forgot what happened, but you were supposed to do it, and I even told you, "Hey, yo, bro, if anything goes down, I'm with you." And you're like, "Hey, I'm like, Sasa, Lomudu did you wrong." You know, you have
Yeah,
that
so
behavior.
black
As
Now, there's even a video quote that I posted yesterday, which I'm so afraid of my anger that I choose to smile and be humble. One job is
it's like that.
Yeah.
I've realized them smile at people actually swear at him. Like he has this.
Yeah, inside
Could
I'm
I
like, when I
just
get my
smile
chance.
and okay, so what?
Yeah, I know someone now I can fix someone champion.
Yeah.
So maybe I was a champion.
But with that, I'd say I agree. You know, even though I've like for instance thinking about let's say a serial killer. He said I should take everything from life before it starts taking from me. So I'm taking everything. You know, sure, I do agree because you said what people should know their boundaries. I just believe life, you give and you take.
True.
You know. But yeah, I agree with
For
you.
example, anything you putting out with me now, okay, I see this in a way of like, Joby, life in present and opportunities. Let me take them, become a professional rugby player before my mom passes away. I want before life takes something so precious to me.
Yeah,
My
the one
mother
dream
is-
that your parents know you want to achieve.
Yeah.
That you guys see, but I also hear your guys' chat. Next one is, I like this one. Honesty is an expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. Agree times infinity agree. I'll just repeat for today's manager. Honesty
boss.
is an expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people.
So are you trying to say that if you yourself are not honest, then you're a cheap person?
Yes.
Yeah.
But then what if that honesty will cost you? Because you said honesty is an expensive gift, so don't expect it from cheap people. So what if that honesty will cost you something that you cannot get back?
You know what I always tell people, Chichi? I always tell people, rather slap me with the truth than to kiss me with a lie.
Okay, sure, I get that. For me, this is what I'm on, guys. If you don't want to tell the truth, don't lie. I'll be honest. Like I get what you're saying, but at times you don't need to be honest. Just don't lie. You know.
But sometimes not saying anything just gives a good.
But listen, say something. You don't. For me, like with that, I'm very because I know the life I live. Hey, if I say anything, you know, I don't want to be hypocritical. You know, I'll be honest. I'm not. Yeah. No, I'm not honest about to everybody. But I try my best. Like for instance, like especially when I go back where I grew up, ne? I try my best not to lie. Because you know how people are like online. I feel like us as it's like, you know, we have this thing where you want somebody to do good but not better than you. And some people ask questions not only to like, hey, how are you, but to know where you are. And if a person doesn't know where you are, they can't pull you down. You know. So with that, I'd have to be. I disagree and I agree. You know.
I mean, on that, for example, if I'm with Sasa, I know he's honest to me. The day he starts lying to me, I'm like, damn. But if like
And he's not a good liar, so
yes, he's not a good liar. You can tell he's like, we are tweaker, like he's tweaky. He crushes on his line, like, damn, he overthinks his line, like, nigga, just stick to your line, bitch, don't laugh. He dies, yeah, he's lying to me. Because only he says, even if you don't know if he's lying or telling the truth, what? Sasa, you're lying, who's over the head?
And the thing is, and that's something I like about the Sasa.
Sure.
Like when I was on food, come on, you're good as
It's okay.
Me pick me up like terrible giant. It's a ulo mafia. Uzulu Pedro. It's like I didn't point. I did what I had to do. Because I would like, for me, something I struggle with. I trust people very easily. Yeah, but I like once you prove you're trustworthy. I mean, I'm the type of guy who's on commission big, but I'll give you another chance. Because that's the way I want a person to be with me. Because I know at times it's very like a situation. So what we see, like sometimes we can so I understand you did this to me because. Now it's okay. I forgive you. Let's try again. You know, and also I try my best to think of what as like I try my best to like get closer to God in every single thing I do. You know, so I think of if I expect God to forgive me, who am I not to forgive you? You know, so I just think of those things. I'm like, as in, I try my best to walk in your footsteps, God. I'll forgive this person not because it's good for me, because that's what you told me to do. You know, and also as a person who tries, like, I will say it over here, I don't live the best life, the most honest life, but with every single thing that I try to get closer to that. You know, with every single thing that I do, I try to get closer to being the person that I want to be. You know, that's it.
But that's why they hate me now. I let them go now because of that. Because, for example, I wanted to find someone to use as an example. For example, Iman and Mo Iman. Iman were not that much. I just met him this year. So if he had to lie to me, I'd be like, yeah, but I can't expect honesty from you because I just met you. You haven't shown me your character. Yeah. But I already know Sas's character. I know his morals. I know this. I know that. If he had to lie to me, I'd be like, come on, dog. Why? You could have been honest. But to Iman, when they lies, tells the truth, it's like,
it's whatever, bro.
I just made sure not that close enough. Because I'm using you as an example, Iman, because I know when we understand each other, you'll get it. Yeah. Anything to say on Asasa on this quote, agree, disagree, and like, so you guys listen.
To me, it's when I lie, before I lie, I'm like, what's the worst that can happen with this lie? Yeah, well, because I'm not gonna lie on a deep situation. Because yeah, it's always gonna be a white lie to me. Yeah. And then when I'm honest, and that's why I don't like being fake. Because
we spoke about that. I remember.
So like mina ngafika mhlawumbe sihleli samajida ngifike ngithi ngiyaqhawula. Hayi ngohlaphe iqhawula mhlawumbe I'm trying to be like your friend or something. It's because I see you as a human being. Yeah. So and this one guy didn't dab me up this week. Akumbule like Crusaders.
I know it is.
I was like, cool. No, I'm not gonna mention. I'm not gonna throw names. Hey, calling Mike like.
That guy.
Yeah, but like, I'm like, okay, cool. Shoot on Boni, I give flow.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If Lape one day I'll treat him like shit. Uzombuza itsindawo. Ngizomtshela ukuthi hayi so and so and so wena ungitreat as umuntu kanje. And now if you're going through shit, dog, even if I know ukuthi deep down you want me to say this in order for you to feel better, ngitshela iqiniso mina ukwazi ukuthi hayi isimo sikanje wena ubhetela nalo ubhetela, so kunina ukuthi nenza kanje. And that's why nginika advice kuba ngathi I always take both sides. And yeah,
I think let me show you about being fake. I remember I even told you what I try. Remember, because for me, I found myself last year smiling in a lot of situations that I shouldn't smile.
Yeah.
You know, and when I mentioned, I think we spoke about it like about a month.
Few times.
Yeah, especially like recently. What it is.
I'm still looking for the last week.
No, it's okay. But we spoke about it. You know, at times you spend so much energy entertaining things like
fake people.
Exactly. And I try my best because I imagine a person looking in Klegen, I know. So I try my best to be honest with Lezo Zid. So yeah, I do understand.
I'm gonna do last week because there's too many of them and we still have one more game for him. The last one specifically for him. It's gonna show you. I don't want to reveal too much, but it's gonna show you a lot about it. Okay, so this one is. It is not what you don't. It's not that. It is not what
Hold
you
up.
don't have. That
Wait a
limits.
minute.
Oh yes, I'm reading it wrong. English, maybe pause. It is not what you don't have that limits you. It is what you have but do not know how to use.
100%.
Agree. Moving on swiftly. A path without obstacles leads nowhere.
100%. Okay. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, don't even think about it.
Sasa.
Sas is nothing to think about. A path without obstacles leads nowhere.
It's a boring path, dog.
If life is too easy, then
What's the point of
how
living?
like king, how like you.
What's the point of living?
Exactly my point.
Wadlula level 1, wadfaka once we continue.
If you succeed in cheating someone, don't think that person is a fool. Realize that the person trusted you much more than you deserved.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Chills in my spine.
We are Papa, man.
It's similar to like, for instance, when I lie to a person,
Finger
they believe
licking.
me, I feel like it says more about that person more than me. Yes, I lied to you. Yes, we're called up, but it just shows the type of person you are. I believe what you say. It's not that I'm a smart person, but I'm good at lying. It just shows you. I'm a good person, and I believe what you say.
Remember, honesty is an expensive gift, so do not expect it from cheap
True.
people.
Yes, exactly.
To me, it's
Yo, I love this segment. Agree or disagree?
the cheating
I don't know.
part.
Maybe think of this.
Hey, it's a really good one.
Can you repeat the
that quote?
yeah?
If you succeed in cheating someone, don't think that person is a fool. Realize that the person trusted you much more than you deserved. It's that much more than you deserved for me, bro.
To me, I wouldn't say like when I phrase the word cheating, it's not just cheating on a relationship.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't mean
It
that.
doesn't mean that at all.
Okay, so you know when you work out, I just had to put it out there. Because when I cheat, I feel like a puss directly after. Yeah, well, so to me, I'm not gonna lie. From time to time, I do cheat. I'm a push ups at time, push out 30, and then music 25 minutes. I'm good at 25.
You're good at that.
Yeah, well, and yeah, well, like shy tough laugh, dog. If I can't go no more, maybe now party. Yeah, well, so like immediately after doing that, I feel like a puss. So yeah, I tell myself every single time that I push further next time. Yeah, but what's it? I'm not sure like you cheating, but like sometimes it's a human nature to cheat on certain things.
At the end of the day, we are humans. We are flawed. I think of it in terms of like the same way God trusted Lucifer. It's not because God was dumb. It's just that it showed what type of angel, angel Lucifer was.
We are up now.
Similar to Adam and Eve. So I always try to relate back to things like that.
I'm moving to the game now.
Yeah, the game is specifically for him. Smash or pass.
Awesome.
You see when I said I came up with fire hands. But then you're gonna have to remove one. So for example, let's say I say Sasa Zulu, you choose Zulu, Sasa's out, then I'm gonna be like Tando Zulu until we get to the last name and see. So first one, smash or pass. Jessica Kosi and Amat Amat. Who you keeping, who you removing?
Because I don't know the second one. But
Amat Amat is from Blood and Waters.
Which one? Dark skin color.
Don't worry, I downloaded all the pictures just for you. Just for you. Where's Amat Amat?
This is just a game, by the way.
It's just a game.
You never know someone's type. You might be like,
No, I'm talking for me because now
me,
I'm also like in my mind.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I'm not a person. Like I feel like I'm more attracted to like character and personality. So I'll go with Jessica Nkosi because with the characters that she's played, that Yebo Baba, but also I could be sassy if I need to. Yeah.
Okay, Jessica Nkosi, Nefisa Mkamelu honor from House of Zuid.
I know her.
You know her?
I know her.
I mean, I'm
Somebody made me watch Also Sweet. So yeah.
I know her. I actually know her.
Like that.
Know her.
Crazy.
Okay, that's for another episode. Yeah, but I'll stick with Jessica Nkosi.
Okay, Jessica Nkosi, Linda Mtoba.
Ngiyamazi ukuthi like ukugeza amehlo manje.
Yonke into eshilo, but everything you've been backing.
I just wanna geza the mehlo, bro.
Now boy, Linda's too hot. Now Linda Mtoro. She played on the river.
Oh, that. I'll be honest, no more on the right side
Yeah,
of the
no
river.
more on the
Because
end.
I liked her character, Lyndon Dog.
No, they in real life leave their character.
Nah, but I remember, so you're more attracted to like
Personal
character, you know. Yeah, Lyndon Dog.
Linda Mtoro or Cindy Mahlamo.
Cindy Let's see.
This is Cindy Mahlamo.
Ay.
I'm sorry, Cindy Mahlango, Linda. Yeah.
It's your opinion. Breed.
Breathe.
Linda Mtoro, Specific Ndaba. Specific Ndaba played in Komora.
Ukugeza amehlo.
Yeah, specifically Ndaba. Yeah, specifically Ndaba.
She's doing that thing.
Hey, she's doing it.
Specific Ndaba, Faith in Kids.
Specifically Ndaba every day.
Hey!
Every day.
Confess face to face.
I know faith. I know faith. I know faith. I know faith.
I see your girlfriend thinking right now, Jerusalem.
Look at him getting excited.
Ukugeza amehlo.
Look at him. Kezamel. Hey.
Rosa reversed. Yes, I should have the car.
Yes, my faith.
Hey, she's much slimmer now, but
Yeah. I want to be oh my gosh, Tony that man. Oh my gosh, it's my man.
what's the guys with my stand again?
All right.
He chose Specific Ndaba State.
Yes.
Specific Ndaba, Hope and Pen. Oh!
Guys, remember, I'm not that person who's always on social media. You know.
Over the storm.
I pay for more lamfana.
Hope and Pen. Shara ile season 1 bekela ngibonga game la kayo plays
Let's talk.
Oh yeah, ngiyambona.
Yo. Yo.
Okay, I like her character, but still, Assam is specific.
Yo.
Assam.
Specific Ndaba, Shalete Sekaba. Shalete Sekaba is longer not on from House of Street.
Was this more?
Nah.
Assam is specific. Assam.
Okay, Specific Ndaba or Yanda Woods.
Specific Ndaba.
Nah, I'm not gonna show you Yanda Woods.
Let's see.
Nah.
I don't know her. I just know
Lie,
her name.
lie.
I just know her name.
Mina ngimazi mina mfethu.
Nah, it's okay. It's not your game.
Nah, I just wanna see
Carry
It's
it.
on.
okay, so let's move on.
Specific Ndaba, Kosingema.
Nah, dog, you're our nigga, dog.
Kosi.
Kosingema.
Who's that?
We're born.
Like, I really don't know.
I don't want to crash out right now.
Uqala uyanda woods mfethu.
No. I'm not sure. We're about to have just 3 more names left. Who did I say? Hello, we're looking for?
Almost, my guy.
I don't know who you said.
Oh, we're looking for Dingy, Kosingema. Kosingema played in Blood and Water Night. She was the main girl who's the father, the swimmer. That
The
girl.
dark skin?
Yes.
Okay.
The sister.
The sister used to tell me, by the way, the sister.
I know.
Boy.
Specific. If it our life was a dark skin girl.
We know Amanje was the dark skinned girl.
Let me see. No, why is that Komor?
Yes, so Amanje was like Komora,
Ah,
yes.
yeah, let's go.
Aloku umbona mfethu.
Relax yourself. Usuthena manje ngithi ujuzu ama ngithi.
Yeah, over specific.
Okay. Ama or Dineo Langa.
Oh, Dineo. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. That's the last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dineo.
Esizongivazela uyolanda woods akithi.
No. Who's Dineo Langa? Shit, did I lose this? Oh, there's Dineo Langa.
Sounds familiar though.
No, this is Tando Tabet. Sorry.
Yeah, more than
Yeah,
she would tell you most of the
Oh, there we go. Made life easier.
She's from the Queen, Harriet's daughter.
Yes, Uki.
Uki.
Fuck, I don't know Uki.
Ah, so why do you?
Because I love you.
Ah, damn, but hey, I love melanin though. Mom.
So what are you choosing?
Hi, Sam Vicky.
Kia or Tando Tabet?
Hey, that was my childhood crush. Alright, let's go.
Tando Tabet.
Yeah, she takes the
And then
crown.
the last one, Tando Tabet or Numzama Mbata. I saved Numzama for the end.
Why you doing me like this? Why you doing me like this? Since I'm a Zulu man, you know, that's a Wabi.
No, why? Why?
Come on, don't do me
Why?
like that, bro.
It's shame selego.
No,
It's
why?
It's, yeah.
Time is when money they want more. No mzamo.
No, time.
No mzamo.
Because of that, I'm taking time.
Okay, guys, that's the episode. You've heard him. Now you know how he thinks relationship-wise. It's about the personality, not how you look. So if you're trying to approach him, he's already taken. But if he's already single, then personality.
Sure.
And I've been with on my left.
Hey, King Sasa, aka Mufasa.
And in the middle.
It's Siabulela Mazibogo. Instagram, the real Siabulela Mazibogo.
Okay, on the left, I've been. Listen.
Oh, okay, let's start again.
On the left, I have.
King Sasa, aka Mufasa.
Iceland.
Nah. Let me be honest. They messed up my
Vocal
high tackles. Yeah, high tackles.
We understand, bro. We understand. Yeah, we understand. No, it's okay, bro. It's okay. But gents, it's been nice. Thank you.
That's why.
And you've been with the code for the AKM. That is too much.
And we also have
The real Siabulela Mazibogo.
Just in it.